Right, everyone, thank you for tuning in. We are live on YouTube while filming. We are currently on DM podcast episode 24, or maybe 25. I can't remember, but the title of the video will be a giveaway. So as per usual, it's just a normal general chit chat about the taxi trade, general chit chat about anything that goes on lately. Because sometimes just something goes, just end up chatting about anything really. But obviously you can listen live on YouTube. You can listen on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, clips on TikTok. So I am with Mick and Mark as per usual. Mick, Scouse,
Sim.
what?
Scouse Sim Gamer.
Scouse Sim Gamer on TikTok, and Mark is Private Hire Brooks on TikTok. Go check them out, please. So as we always start the podcast, nice and straightforward and simple, we literally just say what we've been up to day. But first of all, I'd like to send you over to drivermatty.com. All things Driver Matty. Do us a favour, go check that out. Like and subscribe and follow on all the channels. Slowly growing. It's much appreciated. But let's go for, who shall I go for? Mick, what have you been up to today, lad? And what are you up to for the rest of the day?
I'm going to drive and listen later on, but I've done nothing this morning apart from take the kids to school. Pretty much. It's quite weak, actually. I've only got one job booked. There's a few jobs actually thingied, but I didn't take them. I've just been working Uber, to be honest.
Nice change, though, isn't it, as well, really? Obviously, I know it's been a bit bad and all that, people's kicking off, but it's a nice change from what you do all year round, isn't it?
I haven't found it that bad, to be fair. Last week was all right.
That's what we don't get every time we talk to you. You seem to be quite well, aren't you? You're like fed, aren't you? Hey,
I wish.
like quite a bit.
Yes.
No, but I mean, like when you say...
You just like to moan.
No, listen, that, but you say that you don't see like a pound a mile jobs, that don't you?
No, I'd never get close to. I mean,
That's what I
don't
mean.
get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say that they don't exist because everyone shows that they exist.
Trust me, they exist.
It's very rare I get them offered to me. Like the worst one I've seen is 7 miles for £9.
Someone sent me this one was 3 mile away, going 9 mile, £7 in Liverpool.
Going 9 mile, they got £7.75 for it.
What? £7.75. 3 miles away.
Long trip as well.
Going 9 mile for £7.75.
They obviously did they put a trip
That's
review
a bad
in
one.
there?
What?
Did they put a trip review in though? Surely that would have gone up to a tenner.
No, I don't think they've done it because that's a trip card. I don't think they've done it. I think they
Oh
ignored it.
right, they didn't. Oh right, okay.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yes. So you've just been plodding on Uber, Mick, yeah? Bit of family stuff and all that.
Don't get me wrong, last week I had a few jobs booked in and I had stuff to do, but this week it's quiet.
It's always the week before Christmas. It's always quiet, even on Uber in general. Everyone's just trying to save up less pennies. And this weekend will be mad, though. It was Mad Friday, innit? This will be busy this weekend, like. But, Mark, before we get off topic, mate, how are you, lad? How have you got on? I know you've had a few problems medically, so have you been able to fit in a bit of work around that, or what?
Yeah, if I were a dog, they probably would have put me down by now. But yeah, work-wise, a bit quiet this week. Had a airport one yesterday. Ain't got one today or tomorrow. Got 2 on Thursday, 2 Friday. Just doing a bit of Uber.
Nice. Are you finding it all right? Has it been all right for you? I seen you done all right this morning.
Yeah, 3 hours, 60-odd quid. 2.5, 360.
We thought £380 was bad. John's had £480 took off him.
Oh my God. Right, listen, we're going to go on about this, right? Because Mick, who doesn't do much Uber part-time, right? Mick doesn't do much Uber part-time. And he got, how much did he take off you last week?
£225.
300 or 200?
£225.
Yeah. But it was quite high percentage, wasn't it? What was the percentage?
31%.
31%. So one of the other lads messaged me and said he was close to 37%, and it was like nearly over 400 quid he took off him. And now John in the comments has just put, Uber took 479 quid off me last week. I felt sick when I read my statement. John, how much did you earn total, mate? Was your percentage high or was it quite a low percentage? You just smashed it. That's that's a heavy commission, that, isn't it? And yet, what Lee said's point, nice, you got a 1,200 quid week then, lad. So it depends how you look at it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I reckon, and we've spoken about this before, is we'd rather not know,
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'd rather sit, 30%. That's a high commission for a high. Yeah, for his earnings. What's 30% then? Let's backtrack there. Quick maths, come on.
1,300 quid, 1,350. Isn't it?
60. Oh my God, 1,600
16.
quid. And he got 1,100 quid.
My God.
Yeah,
Just
that's
imagine that,
heavy.
though. Just imagine that, though. Yeah, you wouldn't want to know, would you? I wouldn't
That's
want
what I
to
mean.
know.
Like, hey, if he finished the week and a statement come through, yeah, mate, you're in 1,200 quid there. You'd be like, oh, that's happy days. Do you know what I mean? But it's the fact that, you're in 1,200 quid, but we talking most of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's the same as well when you do a job. You look at a job and it's, I don't know, it's going 4 mile and you've got 15 quid for it, and then you speak to the customer paid £35 for it. You're thinking, oh God, I thought I were doing a good price there, but
Yeah, but if you didn't know about the 35 quid, you would have been happy with the 15, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it is just like knowing like the negative part of it, which some people just don't want to do. I just want to go back to the comments before we catch up. Lads, do Uber give more points per trip on Christmas? I'm not too sure, mate, but if Christmas is on a Wednesday, which is off peak, so you don't even get peak rates at Christmas. You don't get like bank holiday rates. It's just a normal day. So anyone who's working Christmas Day on next Wednesday will be a normal rated day, unless it surges or the price increases. Lee, Mark's asking, how's the Corolla, mate?
Yeah, good. Saving me a lot of fuel. Since I've had it, saved me about 200 quid. So that's all right. I've only had it a week.
Have you found any problems with the boot space, or has it been okay? Because I know your E-Class boot was bigger.
No, but it's small in the back, isn't it? So it's, as in when you sat. I took 3 people with 3 large suitcases. The suitcases fitted all right. And I was looking at the back. I don't think you're going to get 3 large people in the back seat. Get 3 people in the back seat, but you won't get 3 large people. So I had a job. I said it in the WhatsApp group. I had a job last week. 3 rather large ladies. They were all right, but they just couldn't get out of the car.
Just struggled with the width. They're quite thin, aren't they, compared to the E-Class?
They're high. They're very, very high.
Yeah.
When you get in, it's like, the door bit at the top, it's low, but then it kind of goes a lot like that. So that's all right. It's just the back. It's just, you can fit 3 people in, but if you've got 3 people that are probably, I don't know, slightly wide, 3 grown men, you probably struggle.
Yeah, I get you. So overall, though, you still happy?
Yeah, it's money. At the end of the day, it's money. It saved me almost 200 quid already in a week in fuel.
You can't begrudge that, can you?
No.
Talking about cars, how's your beast, Smith? You're still going strong? Had any work done on it this week?
Work done on it, no?
Yeah, all good?
Oh, it needs a little bit of work going on it, but nothing that I really want to spend on, unless it stops.
Yeah.
Because
what's the mileage on that now? It's got to be over it. What's the mileage on it now?
185.
Is that on the original engine and
Yeah.
gearbox?
Yeah.
How old is it, mate? What year?
19. So 5 years.
5 years. 185, 5 years. It's not bad mileage, that, for 5 years, really, isn't it?
So I'm trying to say, for a minibus, and you're on the original. You're on the original clutch as well.
No, I've changed the clutch.
Change the clutch with the same gearbox and the same engine.
Yeah.
Well, why? Because I know a lot of the lads in the Tornadoes, they have problems with the belt, this belt or something. And if the belt goes, the engine goes or something.
Yeah.
Is it the wet belt or something like
wet
that?
Belt, yeah, and it's expensive just to change the belt alone as well.
What is it?
Yeah. So I've heard, I don't know, I've heard it's like 1,200-1,300 quid just to change the belt alone.
They are heavy, aren't they? Do you know what, though? I've seen one at the airport. I don't know if you've seen one as well, Mark. Have you seen the new Tornadoes? The 24 plates?
No.
I seen one on Avro Way at Manchester Airport, and mate, they look lovely. They look very nice, honestly.
Have they made it smaller?
I don't know, but they partnered with Volkswagen, haven't they? So I'm guessing they're going to be better built. But when you look at the picture of them, they look completely different. Like completely different. Do you know what I mean?
I'm sure someone said that height and length has got a little bit smaller.
I'm not too sure. Yeah, nice though.
Which?
Yeah, so try and find a picture of them.
What are we talking about here? I was reading the comments.
It's not getting distracted, Mick.
I was reading
The new tornado.
Oh, the new tornado.
Have you seen one? Have you seen one at the airport? The brand spankers.
No.
I think they're made. I think they are made by
Volkswagen.
I've seen pictures of them. I haven't
Yeah.
seen them.
Yeah, I seen one at the airport the other day, and flipping lovely it was. It was nice. Yeah, I think they're like 70 grand now or something, or 60 grand or something. They're a lot of car now.
Bloody hell.
Do you know what I mean? I know, mate, some people do only pay 10% commission. Yeah. It's because I work early mornings to afternoon. When you work later on, you end up paying more commission. My average week is 40 hours, Monday to Friday, days 675 last week, 80% I got shafted for. Yeah. But I done a YouTube short and a
You only
TikTok.
work 7 till 9, Matty, don't you?
What?
You only work 7 till 9.
On Uber, yeah, 7. No, but it's 6 till half 9, 10, and then I sometimes go out in the afternoon. But yeah, but my commission was like 24% last week.
Yeah,
But I didn't do much work.
Someone's pretty right. It's work because I can't see how much commission he paid, but he's like he works morning and afternoons, and he thinks that you end up doing them hours, you pay more commission. Do you think that could be true? You know, because it's the peak.
I would say when Uber, if you think about it, when Uber can take more commission,
They will.
that they can get away with, they will. Do you know what I mean? So if there's loads of drivers out or not much work, that's when you'll take. So like if you work 10, 11 a.m., there's loads of drivers parked up everywhere, wherever you look. So Uber's know for a fact they'll be able to maximise their income. Where if you just work the busy periods, then I reckon you pay less commission. Do you know what I mean? But I've got the lads here's a message on this on the thingy. So 28%, 27%, 31%. Yeah, they're 28%. So by the looks of it, last week anyway, you were hitting around the 30% mark. But that's what we were talking about the local companies. Now I don't know local companies all over the UK, but a lot of local companies only have a cap commission, don't they? So they only pay like £120 commission. And normally we said in the past as well that the cash tips normally pay for the commission as well, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Don't know. You like, Mick?
Yeah, I'm just reading the comments.
Someone's put there. If you want to pay less commission, you have to do work from 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. Oh, we're out at half 2, 3 o'clock this morning. Between 3 o'clock till 6 o'clock, I did 30 quid. And then 6 while 9, I did 60 odd quid. I'd like to see how much commission I paid to them too.
He says he can do 200 quid easy in them hours in Lancashire.
What? 4 till 1?
Yeah.
4 a.m. till 1 p.m, 200 quid.
Easy, apparently.
Easy. I went out yesterday, morning rush hour, the busiest time of the day. And in the 3.5 hours I worked, I done 42 quid. And
I went out yesterday, done from
6 hours a day, I did 100.
12. And done 43 quid.
I think. Well,
How many hours, Mick?
3 and a bit.
And how much did you do?
40.
43.
In 3 hours?
Yeah.
In an Excel, by the way. Just to clarify for anyone who's listening. That's shocking, that, isn't it?
Between but you
was
think
traffic
9
busy?
till 12.
Dead hours.
Oh yeah, the
9
dead
a.m.
hours.
till
Yeah,
12.
dead hours. Yeah, but you still obviously.
It's what? It's 14 quid an hour.
If you think about it, Mick, let's add our 2 trolleys up then, because he's saying 200 quid. Which I'll be honest, I can't see it. I really can't. So
That's
I
9
done
hours.
6. Hey, I done 6 till
Ah.
9:30, right? And I done 40 quid. Yeah, it was a terrible morning. Then you done 9:30, till what do you do till 12?
Yeah, 12 o'clock, yeah.
And you done 40 odd quid. So there's 80 quid in 6 hours.
And
It's like
there's only 3 more hours there what you need to work.
To do 120 quid.
To do
No, mate.
120
You know
quid.
what? A lot of people say this, and a lot of people are saying as well in the comments about the TikTokers and the London TikTokers and stuff, doing loads of earning reveals and stuff, but it feels like they're not doing it. That's what the comment says, that they're not doing it thingy. They're just like, oh, this is great. I went out to this time and earned all this money, but didn't like specify like the expenses or the working hours. They're just saying like the driving hours and stuff like that, which is completely different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's like today. I've done really 6. What have I done today? Say 6 hours. I did 100 quid. What's that? What does that work out as?
18 quid an hour, 17 quid an hour.
It's a bit crap, really, isn't it? I don't know.
It's not sustainable to make 200 quid 200 quid a day. I think that's setting the bar way too high, me.
Yeah. I reckon 200 quid a day is possible for like your 12, 13 hours shift.
If you're doing 12 hours constantly.
In London.
Every day.
In London. Where's he from anyway? Because like, I was Lancashire. London, I think it's doable.
Oh, London, yeah, London is. Do you know what I mean? But that's when I get like people. I put a picture up on TikTok of a bad job that I accepted because I needed to get up to the airport or whatever. People go down in London. Well, I don't accept the donkey jobs, and you know, we just accept the good jobs. And like, but up here we don't have a choice. Do you know what I mean? If I turn down a job, I might be waiting another 40 minutes for another job. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's like I can't show you now. I can't show it. It's got the address. It's like today, this morning. What time was it? What time did I get it? I got it at. I don't know what it doesn't say what time, but I got a job. It was 3 mile away from me. We were going 45 miles to Manchester, 55 quid. At that time, it were 8 o'clock, wasn't it? So rush hour. So that would have took me, say, hour and 45 minute there, and probably an hour and a half back till I can get back into my region. So class it as 3 hours, 20 minutes, be 54 quid. That's crap, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
If I could work at Manchester Airport, I would have done that.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Yeah. Well, you can bulk, can't you? But Anthony's just put puberty's crap. I've gone back to Alpha, loads of account work, which covers the settle anyway. That's a good point, isn't it? And all your tips as well. Do you still get a lot of tips, Anthony? You still get a lot of tips from that, do you? Because that helps with the settle as well, don't it? There's a few people arguing over timings. If I could send. To be honest, though, hey, he could be telling the truth if he's up in Lancashire and he's up in like Blackpool, where it's still quite new. Are you live and how are we, mate? You're all right? Alpha has an app like Uber, yeah, but it's not as good. It's called iCabby.
I don't think it's consistent though.
What?
The odd days here and there, I think you could go out 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. and do the 2 tons. You know what I mean? But I don't think consistently every day.
Hey, I went out the other day and done my 3 hour morning run, yeah, and I done 105 quid. And I was like, sound, you know what I mean? Better luck, better bum. And then I went out the next day and done 35 quid.
I can't remember whether it was Thursday or Friday last week. I had done 9 till 3, dead hours, 100 quid. 9 till 2,
That's
actually.
I mean. But then you'd go out the next day, the same hours, and you could have double out of half that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's luck of the draw. You could get a 70 quid money in 5 minutes, or you could have 2 £3 jobs in an hour. Do you know what I mean? But at least if you go to the busy periods, you're gonna get the what's happening?
I'm in Lancashire and no one's
Yeah,
on
I've just read that.
£33 in 3 hours, so he's chatting bubbles.
Yeah, Andy's put the accountants. I'm finding more of my clients are leaving Uber and going back to the smaller companies, better tips, etc. You noticed that, Andy? Yeah. Honestly, mate, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Especially as well, but it's this time of year where everyone jumps on the locals because you got ×2 rates on like the bank holidays and stuff, where you don't have you have off peak on Christmas. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of people jump over to local for that anyway. Do you know what I mean? But listen, what I want to get off the rates for a minute. Obviously, I've experienced either of you two been to Terminal 2 today with the new changes?
Not yet.
No, I go tomorrow.
Not since it's been open now. It's today, innit? Now.
I'm going
Yeah,
tomorrow.
midnight today. Is anyone in the comments come across it yet? Terminal 2 West pickup. Was it any better? Because it's been flipping ruthless lately. It's been ruthless lately. And what's the new changes meant to be dead good. Yeah, live. I'm looking forward to Christmas, mate.
The new change is supposed to be good.
What is? Yeah, because the new change, even though they've half the time, the pickup time to 15 minutes, obviously he's going to rush us out. I'm on about the ground floor now. Is express pickup only. So if you're just picking anyone up and they're waiting for you, you'd all go to the ground floor. Then if you're going in to meet them, you've got to go to level 1 or 8. Do you know what I mean? So I think that would be better in that sense. Because remember beforehand, the ground floor was
Better both, wasn't it?
shocking. It was shocking all the time, wasn't it? Cute to get in and out all the time, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's still going to be busy coming out though, because even if you're going upstairs or you,
That's what I mean. You've still got the.
it's still going to be busy coming out.
Amount of barriers.
Yeah,
and it's not free flow. It needs to be free flow.
It needs to be like Heathrow. You know, when you drive in AMPR and you've got till midnight to pay.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
You're not stuck. So like Heathrow, you're not stuck at the barrier with the contactless.
No,
some of the terminals you are. No, that's only drop off. When you pick up, you pay at either the machines or on the way out. But
okay. No, man, so double rates over Christmas is not a thing. Delta is flying at the minute, apparently. Fair enough. Each to their own, like. Uber does half rates over Christmas. Probably. It's all a gamble. It is. You can go out and have an amazing morning. You can go out and have a terrible morning. They upped their commission on me last week to 25 from 20. It changes each week, mate. Are you on about Uber still? Someone else? Loads of tips, Matty. The prices on Uber have gone awful. I'm doing a lot less mileage for the money. For more money, Uber has ruined Uber. Yeah. Yeah, Andy. Honestly, I've said this from day one. I wouldn't benefit from the cap commission from local companies.
Ruined Uber.
What?
Uber has ruined Uber.
Yeah.
Uber is ruined. Just confused.
They've ruined themselves, haven't they? That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Uber taking too much commission, making the fares that low. So Uber's ruined Uber.
do you think a lot of people are leaving taxi trade or what? Because you get a lot of people moaning about it, and I know quite a few taxi drivers, and I don't, especially in your chat, is it probably one or two have left the taxi trade, and one came back. Thing is,
he only come back because he didn't like the 9 till 5 employment job.
Yeah.
And the pressure off the bosses and the flexibility. He wants to go on holiday in January. He couldn't go. He couldn't get the time off. Do you know what I mean? And that's what people are. And that's what you forget is
he's been a boomerang for years.
True.
He's been like that for years.
What's it called? Become a train driver, 62k a year. Free, yeah, made train driver. I think it's that hard to be a train driver though. I'm pretty sure it's that. Even though it sounds easy, I'm pretty sure It is dead hard. More tips in one day than a month on Uber, and that is the truth, mate. I don't believe you. I mean, I believe you, mate. People be like, hey, I'll keep a fiver. I haven't had a fiver tip off Uber in weeks. Only been a month, yeah. Why do drivers shy away from Delta, lads? Are they struggling for drivers? No, the thing with Delta, I think over the years with Delta, is a lot of the local companies have like a traffic light system, and they have like a lot of bad passengers and stuff like that who book with the local companies get jibbed off or blocked or banned. So a lot of customers then go to Delta. So we always found that Delta as like the maddest passengers. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people leaving and new tax rules kick in next month, mate. If Andy's still in here, he'll probably make some good points in that. But yeah, when the new tax rules kick in next month, it's going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy. You're going to have to declare every penny from Uber. And also, I think operators are going to start reporting all drivers' income now as well, which will affect Mick for all the drivers. So Mick should have to officially become a grass as of next year. Mick is not listening because he's reading comments.
It is what it is, isn't it? It's what it is. What do you want me to say?
I know. I enjoyed the job. I think the whole Uber gig is boss, just the pay's a little low. Mazzo, when did you start, mate? Just out of curiosity.
It's been on Uber a month. It says a bit further up.
15-month training on a train driving apprenticeship. Is it, yeah? A new train driving's like a hard job. Is that right, Andy? Yeah, thought it was, mate. A new train driving's a hard job, but it doesn't sound hard, does it? Because you just get and go, aren't you? And you're on one track. Do you know what I mean? I can't see
Train driver. If you said that's a train driver, he'd strangle you.
I know, but no. Listen, I know that it's more involved. But what I'm trying to say is, if you think about it from an outside perspective, and no one who's never done train driving, they sit in the front, don't they? And you got a go button, and then they let go of the go button at the station. And when people get off, they press the go button. You don't see train drivers doing 3-point turns, do you?
Now,
Or
there's
Go button for starters.
I've been in the cockpit of a train. There's two buttons, a green button and a red button. That's all there is.
stop it.
It
Really?
is.
No,
and,
more than that.
and an indicator.
Have you not see, you don't play games, do you? Go and play Train Sim World and tell me it's easy.
Yeah.
I ain't got the
What I'm trying to
intelligence.
say? We're trying to get the information right, do you know what I mean? But like I said, have you ever seen Taking a Plane in 1, 2, 3? Absolutely great train film. About a bomb on a train. But I've seen in that, and it looked quite confusing, to be honest. But that's where all my real life references come from, as movies. Do you know what I mean? Thomas the Tank Engine. He looked like a really complex character. Yeah, school contracts, mate, will keep you ticking over. Only a month. That's why you think Uber's great, Mazzo. Sorry, mate, but I've said this in the past, and I'll say it a million times. Uber's way now is to literally get rid of the old and in with the new. So we'll have loads of Mazzos who are happy and love Uber, and it's great, it's flexible and everything else, because Mazzo don't know what it used to be like. It's when Thanos done the click, didn't it? He done the click, but he left the people behind who knew what he used to be before the click. So that's why the next time he tried to get rid of everyone.
It's not
Because if some... What?
I don't even think it's a money problem anymore. Really, you can go out, you can earn your money, and anyone who tells me they don't just isn't doing it right. You can go out and earn your money.
Well, you obviously did the other day. £3 for 33 quid.
I didn't do that.
Hey, you went out for 3.5 hours the other day and done 40 quid. Obviously, you can't earn your money, can you? Done about 20 quid in diesel.
15 quid an hour. How's that not
Before
sustainable?
expenses.
So what? What's your expense?
I dropped someone off at a picker warehouse, mate, and he was on 14 quid an hour. And he was packing boxes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, your 15 quid would have been 9 quid.
He's got his taxi to work, which is a tenner. So there's 13 quid an hour.
That's true. What, mate?
Buys his dinner, there's another 8 quid. There's
Hey,
12 quid an hour.
hey, I know you're saying 15 quid and all that now, but like the minimum fare is like £12.50 or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? Your expenses are more than £2 an hour by a country mile, mate. Do you know what I mean? I know you own your bus, but you still got your diesel, your insurance, or your maintenance, repairs, your service, and your
You
valets.
can't grumble going out at 9 in the morning and finishing at 12 and doing 15 quid an hour.
Right.
You can't
This is,
moan at that.
you know, when everyone goes on about expenses and what lot, right? Even if you were like stacking shelves in Tesco's, you've got a car
Yeah.
anyway. You've got insurance. Why do we take car insurance and what like into expenses for the taxi trade? You've got a car. You've got to pay. I know it's slightly higher, but you've got it anyways. So if you're on 30 grand a year stacking shelves,
Yeah.
and you've got a, I don't know, 30 grand car and you're paying £300 a month, you don't take that out your salary as an expense, do you?
You wouldn't get a 30 grand car for £300 a month. Oh, you got a choice, haven't you?
Yeah, no, that's
You get a bus to wear.
That's what I'm saying. That's an example. Yeah, it's an expense, isn't it?
My car insurance is 200 a month. Before I got into taxis, it was 20. My fuel to and from my place of work is probably 10, 15 quid a week. On the taxis, obviously in the diesel, you're talking 150 quid a week.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it is a percentage. Do you know what I mean? I don't get me wrong, it is a percentage. I know what you're saying.
This is what you still got to consider, though, haven't you? Like what Mark's getting at is saying,
100%.
it's the fact is you're going to work for 14 quid an hour. You're not actually going to work for 14 quid an hour. If you're going to include every single little bit of expense what a taxi driver's got, you've got to also include the expense of what a general 9-to-5 worker's got. Do you know what I mean?
But also, realistically, you take the expense after the week, and you won't be doing 15 quid an hour all week, will you? You've done it for that day. But then if you went out later on in the evening, you could be on 25 quid a week, couldn't you? 25 quid an hour, which brings your average up to 20. So it's not just...
That's what I mean. That's why I'm saying you can't argue from 9 in the morning till 12 in the day doing 15 quid an hour.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have stayed out till 3 o'clock yesterday and done another 3 hours and done 6 hours for 90 quid, how can you moan from 9 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon? You've done 90 quid. It probably cost me a tenner in diesel. Don't look at the fact that I'm paying monthly for my car and everything else. Look at the fact that it cost me a tenner and I come home with 80 quid for 6 hours.
80 quid for 6 hours, mate. That's not like massive. It's not good, is it?
Massive, but at the end of the day, you could make a living on that.
I couldn't.
6 hours, 80 quid.
6 hours work. So, bear in mind, you know, where are you going to work 6 hours if you went and got a job somewhere else?
Someone commented the other day that he's on Uber Eats and Just Eat, and he was doing £20 an hour in his Nissan Micra with no insurance and no private hire license and no nothing. Do you know what I mean? So it depends. It depends. Look, and also, Mick, don't forget, mate, your situation's different with financially and everything else. Imagine if you need like a constant wage, like full time. Do you know what I mean? You'd be literally scraps, aren't you? Like, you know what I mean? 80 quid for 6 hours on the taxis is not a positive thing. Do you know what I mean? One sec. Uber, I'm in London. It's dead. Less than £2 a mile. Mate, it's flipping £8 a mile up here.
But that's going off worst case, Matty, what I'm saying.
No,
6 hours, do you know what I mean? That's worst case scenario. You're not going to... Like, I went out Thursday and I done 5 hours for 110 quid. Do you know what I mean? You're getting more on different days and stuff, but worst case scenario, you can still go out and earn your money. I don't know why people moan about the money side of things, because it's 400 quid a week you're taking home.
Yeah, that's 400 quid a week taking home is terrible, isn't it, for full-time drivers?
It's like,
else.
No, that's 6. How's that full-time? 6 hours a day.
Full-time's 9, isn't it? Minimum 9 hours, 8, 9 hours.
You're about 5 days a week, Mick, or 7 for 6 hours a day?
5 days a week is 6 hours a day.
Yeah,
5 days is 400 quid. That's not fucking... Sorry, that's not full-time, is it?
So 6 hours a day times 5 is 30 hours a week for 400 quid. And then you take off your car and your insurance and your valet and all
6
that.
Hours, what did you say then? 6 hours what?
6 hours a day, 5 days a week is 30 hours a week. full time is 36. So you're working 6 hours less than full time for 400 quid before expenses.
Yeah, but where do you get? Yeah, but before expenses,
Didn't you say
before your
400?
car expense, yeah. But you've got to take if you consider the car as an expense.
People settle for 250 quid a week. So your 400 quid has become 150
Yeah, but you put your
for 30 hours. Obviously, it's like you said in the past, don't it? It's situational, though. Some people might be own their own car, semi-retired, absolutely love that, top up their weekly earnings. But
you tell
Bob,
me where you getting
Bob,
400 quid. Even if you take that down to 300 quid a week.
your expenses are 100 quid. If you do 30 hours on Uber, your expenses are going to be 100 quid.
Yeah, but where?
Fuel. Hey, yeah, most cars, right? You own a minibus. Most cars, most people settle, which is 250 a week, and that's for the car and insurance and everything else. So there's your
Okay,
400. Has
take
just
it down
become
to
150.
200 quid a week. You telling me that the general fella who's stacking shelves getting more than 200 quid a week after his
Who,
expenses and
right,
tax?
who in their right mind would do 30 hours a week if they're doing settle for 250 quid a week? No one. If they're doing it, then they need to leave the game.
Yeah, but
You can't,
that's what I'm getting at, Mark. I'm
you can't
saying
do
that
it. If you're
you've not.
settling, you need to be doing at least 1,500 quid a week. I think between 1,000 and
Yeah,
1,500
that's
pound a
what I
week.
mean. You're not going to be working 30 hours. But
No,
I'm
you're
saying
not. No.
if someone's comfortable with 400 quid a week, you
And
can
Uber's
make a
great.
living. You telling me you can't live off that?
No, but that's what I'm trying to say, though, right? Is if you don't need 400 quid a week, you need more, then it's not good, is it?
Yeah, no, you'll just go. Yeah, but your thing is you'll go out and do more. You won't do 30 hours. You'll do 70 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But if you look at it from a mileage point of view or an hourly point of view, do you know what I mean? You're saying 30 hours for 400 quid before your car is awful, mate. If you're on minimum wage, even just work stacking shelves at 12 quid at 30 hours, do you know what I mean? That's 300 what's that then? 360 quid a week, right? Do you know what I mean? But without the expenses that we've got.
No, but
It is very situational. It depends on literally how you look at it. But I want to get to Edom here quick. If everyone stopped accepting low fare jobs, they would go back to normal prices. But people who drive electric and hybrids always accept them low fares, even if they aren't worth it. I promise you right now, mate, I don't know where you are, but up north, if you don't accept the low fare jobs in 2024, you will not get any jobs.
you will.
Well,
I'm sick of hearing that.
right. I said,
They do perfect on 180 a man.
yeah, I said yesterday in the WhatsApp group, right? I'm not going to accept any job below £4.50. I was waiting 45 minutes, right? I did not do a job. I got offered about 7 jobs because they were all below £4. So I could have done, through stubbornness, I could have done 3 or 4 jobs at £3.50, say, and I didn't do it because I was waiting for a job that was more than £4.50.
I think you're damaging yourself personally by accepting and doing them jobs.
What
Is
the
it
low
not-
jobs?
Yeah. I think you're damaging yourself personally. You're telling the algorithm you will
Yeah.
do them jobs.
Yeah, I believe that. But if you do them jobs, because they say the algorithm, if you do a £3.50, they're going to keep sending you £3.50. I would do 5, 6, 7 £3.50 jobs in 1 hour. I'll do them all day long.
Yeah.
Because it adds up.
Like I said to
There's
you the
also,
other
hey,
day when I come on the WhatsApp group, didn't I? I said I'm in a £4 jail here.
but also as well, mate. Hey, look at the other day as an example. I got offered a £30 job going 29 miles, and I turned it down at a principal, right? And then for the next hour after that, I done a 4 quid and a 6 quid job. So the next hour, morning rush, I done a tenner. So the only person that lost out of that scenario, me
Was you.
ignoring the 30 quid, was me, because I lost
Yeah.
20 quid.
Yeah,
Yep.
but the simple thing is that you're not going to just tell the algorithm in one job rejection. You need to work at it and stop it altogether and go through the grind of changing it.
I don't think the algorithm
Why
is
is it the fact
specific as that.
why is it that I only see these shite paid jobs every now and again?
That's just as bad as shit, by the way.
Same thing, isn't it? Doesn't matter.
Come on, listen.
Why is it I only see these crap paid jobs? There you go, you're happy now.
Who?
Oh.
These crap paid jobs every now and again.
Yeah.
Because I don't accept them. I honestly think that's the reason.
So what would you be happy with him? Did you say £1.80 a mile?
I haven't took less than £1.80 a mile.
Okay, so you might be getting a higher jobs because they know you're in the minibus.
I've seen, but this is the same thing though, isn't it?
What? Buy a minibus to get
It's
better
the
rate.
algorithm.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We're all guessing. We're all guessing. But all I'm trying to say, I don't want to go out and advise people to ignore jobs and wait for a £1.80 mile. It might not never come for them.
No, it
It
might.
might be because it depends on their work hours. It depends on their work ethic. It depends on what vehicle they drive. Do you know what I mean? I might get crap rates because I'm in an EV, possibly. You might get better rates because you're in a big dirty minibus diesel. And it doesn't matter what you accept or you deny. That's just what the algorithm feeds you. But what I mean is, though, you shouldn't really change your driving pattern to a certain degree. Just go out and aim your dough. Do you know what I mean? That's what I do. I just go out and aim your dough. And if I go home and aim your dough, great. But honestly, the odd
But
time
everyone moans that they
I've
can't make
cherry
the dog.
picked. Hey, I've cherry picked the crap jobs and stuff. I've earned nothing when I've been out.
But everyone
Yeah,
moans
I might as well. I did 12 quid in 3 hours yesterday. But last week I done 75 in 90 minutes. It is, mate. It's just mad, isn't it? If you're not making £20 an hour, it's not worth it any longer. I think myself personally, I think 18 quid an hour to 20 quid an hour average over a full week will bring it in minimum wage. But that's after your vehicle with good, obviously, benefits of being a self-employed driver. But I'd say, yeah, I'd be happy with 18 to 20 quid an hour average over the full hours worked. That'll be that's a good number. I set a target, hit and go, and gonna go home. Yeah.
Everyone's different. Everyone's different, aren't they? People go out and say, right, I'm doing 10 hours, that's me done. Or I hit 150 quid, that's the me done, I've hit the target. Everyone's different. Jesus.
Hey, but that's the whole point of Uber. Sorry about all the comments, guys. We just can't get through loads of them. But it is it's very situational. Do you know what I mean? I know people are doing really good on Uber and it fits them perfectly. I know people, like as an example, if you were married with 2 kids, right? Your wife didn't earn any money, yeah? And you were the sole income for the whole house. Do you think it's possible to be able to provide for your full family and everything else with an Uber wage full time? Myself personally, I don't think so. But in another scenario, if your wife earns a good money and you want to be a bit flexible around your kids and you want to earn Uber to top things up to your whole house and get it all thingy, then Uber could work for you. Or if you're semi-retired or whatever. I just think it's very situational. Do you know what I mean? And it differs from person to person.
It'd be stressful.
You know what? What?
I'm saying it'd be stressful if your partner didn't work and you're the only sole income. It'd be stressful because you need to get that money in. So the hours that you're doing would be unbelievable.
I know people in that situation, Mark. I know people in that situation, mate, and they flipping struggle every week.
Yeah, it's doable because you've got you've got every hour to work, haven't you? And you think about it.
I was going to say that's the one good thing about this job. The main positive thing, if you want to go and earn, if you're, I don't know, you're doing something this weekend, you need to make 300 quid. You just stop out an extra 3 or 4 hours a day, don't you? 15 hours a day, 20 quid. That's 300 quid.
Why the trade's full of greedy people? Because
go on, that's a blank statement, Mick. Go ahead and explain yourself.
You speak to most taxi drivers, they're greedy.
Why?
Why aren't they? Tell me they aren't.
All taxi drivers, I'm not greedy. Mark
most said. You're lazy. That's different. I'm sitting here on a podcast. Taxi drivers podcast telling everyone that they're greedy. And I'm not going to sit there and deny that I weren't greedy in the past either. We are greedy.
I would say, I can tell you this for a fact. The first year I got on the taxi on the badge, I worked every hour. I flipping raked it in for the first 6 months to a year. I was doing mad airports. What were the prices of the mad airs? 40 quid, I think, when I first started. Bum, 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 flying, mate. Like, bum, bum, bum. Honestly, every single day, 7 days a week. And then after about 3, 4 months, you can't, it's a consistently, can you? You know what I
No,
mean?
you
And you
can't.
obviously miss your family and everything else. And I think after a certain period, you do become a little bit more pulled back a bit in, a little target of what I need after my expenses. Oh yeah, I need that. So like for me, I'm happy with like 7, 8 ton a week on the taxis. Then after my expenses, I'll probably bring it in like what, for 350, 400 quid, 500 quid maybe, depending on what's going on. And I'm happy with that, and that's all I need personally, because my wife works with other bits and bobs coming in. But it is very, very situational, in my opinion. It is.
Of course it is. No one's ever the same, are they? So it's going to be situational.
100%. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, Rick. What you're saying there is you're going out and you do your bum bum, you 400 quid a week. That's perfect for you. You might get the odd airport and all that to add up your tally up or whatever. You know what I mean? You own the bus, you're not settling. So that what worked for you, what you were saying before, that's not a wrong thing. It just works for you, but it might not work for others. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's all it is. It is very.
I weren't saying I'd be happy on 400 quid a week. That's not what I was saying. I'm saying you could sustain that as a taxi are you telling me that's not a good wage?
No. 400 quid bank a week.
If you've got no outgoings apart from fuel, then yeah, it will be.
That's
So
only situational again. 400 quid a week would barely cover Mark's expenses.
No, even if you take it down to 200 quid a week, you're bringing home 200 quid a week.
Yeah, but that's my food shop, miss. 200 quid a week, these. My food shop's about 180 quid a week for the family of four.
Yeah.
So I'm going to work all week to get the food shop in.
You're not getting what I'm getting at.
Mark, are you getting what he's getting at, mate? Am I missing something?
I thought I did until we changed it to 200 quid.
What I'm saying is we're out there, what are the jobs out there that are paying more than 200 quid a week after you're taxed and your expenses to work?
Every job. Every job. You can earn more than that, honest to God, in Aldi. No, I would say no job
Right.
pays 800 quid a month after expenses.
What's minimum wage? What's minimum wage now?
When was the last time? When was the last time you were employed, mate? Because I'm thinking you're talking about a wage 20 years ago. You know,
Probably.
What's minimum wage now? Is it
Think about it, yeah, okay, 400 quid. Say that's after your taxes then.
So you're taking home £400 after your tax?
Say after tax, yeah.
Yeah, that's doable, isn't it? Really, if you've as a taxi driver, as a taxi driver, £400.
Well, it's different as a tag. You can't think.
You mean what?
You can't. You tell it. That's what I was getting at.
Right.
You're telling me you can't go out on the taxis and earn 400 quid take home.
You were on about 400 quid top line, you.
No, but people are saying that they can't make the money. That's what I'm getting at. You don't understand what I'm saying. People are moneying out there saying that if they will.
I mean, depends how much money you need personally. That's what I was saying before about people who have employed. Some people might need to bank 600 quid a week. Do you know what I mean? So that means they've got to go out and earn 1,500 after commission and after the car and stuff. Because they need to bank 600-700 quid a week. Do you know what I mean? So it is very situational. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like here now.
Situational, but people are saying that they can't make a living on it. How are they not making a living on it? That's what I'm getting at. You can make a living as a taxi driver. We're all doing it. We just moan about it.
Yeah,
Not really. Us three don't. Hey, I think I done like 150 quid on Uber last week.
I done 720 quid, but I nearly swore. Took 200 odd quid off me. So I only done 500. But this is what I'm saying. I done, how many hours is that? I'd have to
You
work
won't be able,
my hours
you
out
won't be able
because
to
I've
tell
only
me.
got driving
Because
hours.
driving hours isn't being out the house. It doesn't tell you on yeah.
But most of my driving hours have been job to job, so it'll be close to
No chance.
20 hours.
This don't even work out right.
15 hours. Saturday was probably the ones where I probably done.
Oh yeah, one second.
knocked
Let me
off
stop
the
you there,
job.
Nick. Andy's just put in £14 an hour minimum wage, right? So that's at 36 hours, yeah. It's 508 quid a week. After tax and national insurance is 430 quid.
It's minimum wage £14 an hour now. I thought it was
Yeah.
only £12.
With it, that's 36 hours. Realistically, do you think that you could earn 430 quid after our vehicle expenses and after paying the taxman in 36 hours? Realistically,
Yeah.
I really don't agree.
It depends on what hours you work, but yeah.
Yeah. I can see both sides. If you're doing dead hours, no. If you're doing the rush hours, you possibly could.
Mm. I reckon I can definitely earn more than that, but I don't think within the 36 hours. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, I've only done 17 hours driving time, and I've got 490.
Yeah, but how long was you out? Yeah, but how long was you out?
You can't tell. You can't. Honestly, I'm in driving time. You double
But it's
that,
not
Mick.
going to double, is it, to 36?
So how many hours did you do last week? 16 hours.
17 hours is the driving
So
time.
you probably did what? 24,
So
25 hours?
On...
24, 25 hours, an extra 8 hours on top of that for the week?
Yeah, to argument's sake, yeah.
But then, right, if you're a cynical person, look, right, you're doing 9 till 5 in a normal job. You're not working 9 while 5, are you? You probably only work 6, 7 hours of that because the other time
you've got to consider.
You just stood there chatting to someone.
Your 36 hours is work, and you're out the house for 10 hours, aren't
42.
you?
Yeah.
10, 12 hours by the time you're travelling. And...
But what I'm getting at is when you're at work, when you're in the office, you're not at your desks doing 8 hours a day. You're not. You're probably only at your desk 5.5 hours because 2.5 hours you're probably on the toilet, coffee machine. You're probably gone for a wander. You've got an hour's lunch break.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's, I don't know.
Yeah, but you've got to take in your paid hours, haven't you? You got to.
Yeah, and then you've got like when you get paid for your holidays as well. We don't. Well, we don't. Well, they say you do, but we don't.
I really, 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 really think we could not bank 5 ton in 36 hours, mate. But after expenses
It's
and
doable.
tax and national insurance.
It's doable, but it's not consistent doable.
Week in, week out. Yeah, you'd have to do 12, 14 of them hours on a Saturday night through to Sunday. I don't, you know what I mean? I just don't want. So what did he say? 500 quid divided by 36 hours?
Consistently, I think you could. 36 hours a week, you could bank 400 quid. Easy, I think.
If you do the right hours.
After the expenses?
Yeah, bank.
Well, yeah, make it easy then. Make it easy because everyone's expenses is different. A settle car, you're probably talking 325 quid in this hybrid per week expenses. And that's a settle car and your 75 quid a week in petrol hybrid. Yeah? I'd say about 325 quid, not including the vanity, valeted himself, 325 quid. That means we'd have to do 850 quid.
Because you've got to take tax off.
Yeah, 850 quid to do the same wage, right? So 850 divided by 36. It means we'd have to average £23.60 per hour over the 36 hours.
And I went out today, 6:30, and I did 60 odd quid. It worked out, £21 an hour.
I went out the other day, yesterday,
36.
3 hours morning rush and got 45 quid.
I think it's doable, but like I said, it's consistently it's not.
Hey, it'll be very interesting though.
It is.
What
If
we
you're not
just said here.
restricted to any hours, if you're restricted to work 9 to 5,
all right then. So then 36 hours, right? You get very picky. Then 36 hours, you do the busy times. Then it like Mick said, it is doable. If you can work out if you feel lucky on then certain times, and you can earn £25 an hour. We all know sometimes you can earn 50 quid in an hour.
It's not for a while, man. I'm doing 50 quid an hour up here.
Yeah. Well, but it can
85, 30s on a really busy night.
Yeah.
But that's normally a 1 to 2 hour little window. You know what I mean? Like a little super sage or something like that. Very rare you're getting over 35 quid an hour here. Very, very, very rare. During after the big large events or something like that. But yeah. It's not, wouldn't it? It would be interesting. Could we consistently, over a 36-hour window, earn £24 an hour? If we just maximised. £24 an hour is hard here, in my opinion.
I think you can.
If there were no traffic on the road and it were busy, then yeah.
Do you know traffic on the road?
If it was just you driving,
I think it's possible.
Yes,
100%.
Yeah, it is possible. If there's no traffic, it's dead busy, and Uber takes 5% commission. It's possible, guys.
Consistently.
Mark's mentality there.
It might drop in January, I'll give you that. But I think consistently that is doable.
Matt, you need to get out in the Uber full time in Jan, 10 hours a day. There's a challenge. The challenge is so hard.
He can't even do it now. It's busy.
He can't even do one day. Never mind January.
He don't even do 10 hours a week.
Yeah, mark that and clip that on your TikTok.
I like that. Hey, I like what did I do last week? 1,200 quid. Can't be lazy. Sad for me, that. But listen, I reckon that's a flipping funny thing that, hey, that is a good discussion. Definitely a good discussion. Could you earn £24 an hour consistently over 36 hours? And that will be in line with an average.
Why is it 24 an hour? Is that what? 850 as you worked out?
By 36, yeah.
No, but
and it's only a loose guesstimate. But by the way, Andy did have a good point, by the way, that you get 4 weeks of the year off full paid with that employment. So if you want to add another month's pay and spread it out per week over the 11 months, but we're not going to do that.
What do you mean?
But that's another challenge failed right away. You know me, Andy, so much. Oh yeah, it is John. Let's see what John's put. What's your speed? Yeah, I'll mention that now, matey. My working pattern is 5.5 days 1 week, usually hit 1,100, and 3.5 days the next, and the average is 700. I do the same hours as my wife, 6:30 in the morning till 12 dinner time, and then 3 p.m. till 7:30. Quick maths. The 5.5, 4.5 hours. That's 11 hours a day. So 11 hours. Yeah, there goes 11 hours a day. 5.5 days is what?
10 hours, isn't it?
50,
10 hours,
55 hours.
3 till 7 is 4.
Yeah, and then it's 5.5 hours between 6:30 and 12.
3 till 7 is 4, and then 7 till 12 is 5. That's 9.
5.5.
And then add an extra hour. It's 10 hours a day.
10 hours, yeah.
10 hours a day. 55.5 days is 55 hours a week. And he gets 1,100 quid. So he averages 20 quid an hour. That's solid, mate. That's solid, John. And look, 3.5 days, 10 hours a day, averages 700. So he's averaging £20 an hour. So if our math, he's just failed the test. He's on less than our minimum wage example. Sorry, John. But it's good maths. Yeah, that 4 weeks holiday pay needs to be factored in if you want to compare apples with apples. Because here's a good point, isn't it? If you think about it, 1 full month's pay of 500 quid is £2,000. £2,000 over 11 months is a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? So that 825 quid target's just become 950, hasn't it? With the holiday pay factored in.
Yeah, but we're going off worst case scenario as well, though. Not many people. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people settle nowadays, don't they?
Yeah.
But
I'm not gonna
You
lie.
also
This chat has
the
made
ones
me
that the ones
depressed.
that don't settle, and then big V classes and everything else on two. What?
What's that?
What's you saying?
I said, I'm not gonna lie. This chat has made me depressed. I need a couple of whiskies now. I think just to get me through. I need a couple of whiskies to get through my shift this afternoon.
I'm doing the Uber. I'm going to Uber this afternoon.
Oh, bleeding hell.
Oh my!
You know what? It was the lean into the camera. This
Oh, it's horrible.
That's honestly. I felt rough this morning when I woke up and I was like, I can't even deal with this podcast today. And yeah, this comes out that we're all earning less than minimum wage. Nice one, chat. Tired Andy for reminding me, Mr. Taxman, Mr. Accountant. That's funny, that isn't it? So yeah, so we're all just wasting our time, guys. To be honest.
Yep.
why do you think one out tomorrow?
I used to work 6 till 4
Oh, yes,
straight
mate.
through without a break. That's 10 hours. The quiet part today is a break. Have quick bite between jobs, and used to take home $5.50 a week, and that was pre-COVID. So I used to take home $5.50 a week for 10 hours a day, 50 hours. I don't know, it's not even, it's not even, I thought that was going to be a positive one. Can I have open the extra sherry, lads? It'll cheer Mark up. Monday to
Oh.
Friday. Oh, there you go then. So we used to bank $5.50 for 50 hours a week, Monday to Friday. So after pre-COVID, he was on £10.50 an hour. Yeah, so when we all break it down properly, it's been crap for ages, hasn't it?
It's not getting
This
any
should be
better.
the
This
Uber
chat.
Depression podcast.
$10.50 an hour.
I'm telling you. What?
It's only since COVID that the minimum wage has shot up.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, but listen, I'm going to go on top myself right now. What do you reckon, boys?
Yeah, thanks. Although I knew the reality anyway.
No, but to be honest, mate, I think...
Mark, though.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm rate deflated now.
Oh, you know what's funny though, right? Hey, I've known this for ages in my head, but it works for me still. You know what I mean? Like you say, mate, it just tops me up for where I need it from elsewhere, so it works for me. But it's the fact that Mark's just dropped in with it, like I think he's just, I think he's just literally realised, hasn't he?
A good job I do the airport.
Man, that's killed me.
Honestly, good job I do the airports because the next podcast will be like that. It'll just be a seat and I'll not be here. It'll be like that.
You know, the next podcast we need to stop talking about Uber. Literally the whole podcast is been about
And all
Uber is.
we've done on this podcast is moan.
I know. Proper. It's a Free Grumpy Men podcast if you want to tune in, guys.
It's taxi driver's mentality, mate. It's a moan. If a taxi driver's not moaning, there's something wrong.
It would be worse, lads. Do delivery and getting Sandra shopping for a $5.
And you have to spend that $5 before you get it back.
Depends if Sad. Yeah.
Oh man, what happens if you haven't got a $5 on me? Pays for Sandra's shopping.
You don't do the job.
Andy, my very professional accountant, has just suggested, has anyone got any value for Mark? Oh, guys, you've killed me, man. But yeah. I was had something else to bring up as well, but it's like an hour and 10 minutes of moaning we've done. Uber's second half speed and braking, by the way, guys. Be careful.
Bring it up. Go on.
What?
Bring it up, what it is.
That's what it is. You started tracking our speed and braking, have we?
Oh,
so
you say that bit.
What?
They've done. They're what? They're tracking us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you not know that, Mark?
You're driving data.
Have you got on that?
Hard braking, 2 trips, speeding, 2 trips.
All right, show me how you get on that. How'd you get on that?
I can't access it. I think it's only certain areas who's got it for now.
Oh.
Dashboard, isn't it?
Is it in the dashboard? Can you find it? Can anyone find it in the tell us where it is on the chat, please? £20 an hour average doing taxis is better than most workplaces. Oh, have you found it, Malik?
Where were it?
Where was it?
In your inbox.
Have you been a naughty boy?
It's only one trip.
How can you speed in your bus, lad?
I don't speed.
It's in your inbox.
Yeah, it says inbox and then it goes your new driver 3 days ago.
Mark, it might not be in your area yet. I think it's rolling out.
Your new
£20
driver
an average.
insight dashboard.
£20 an average doing taxis is better than most workplaces rates. I know, mate, but it's hard to hit £20 an average. And also, it depends on your expenses, mate, isn't it?
No,
Grass is always greener, lads. You're your own boss. No one telling you what to do whatever allows you to. 100% live, 100%. To be honest, mate, a lot of the time, we just joke about and mess about, aren't we? We're not going to go anywhere, are we, really?
Now,
As I've been told by many employers, I am unmanageable. As a new Uber driver, looking to optimise my earnings,
You're not
passenger satisfaction,
wrong.
and long-term running costs. Should I invest in a fully electric Kia e-Niro, which may qualify me for more premium ride categories, offer low operating costs? Maybe have you took this off like a professional website? This is a very professional comment, mate. Categories offer low operating costs and provide a quieter and more spacious ride, but requires reliable charging infrastructure. Or choose a Kia Exceed Hybrid, which delivers greater refueling convenience. Alphabet, I loved it. Oh, wait, it's not over. Decent fuel efficiency and a simpler transition to the electrified driving, but may
Is he
not grant
telling
me
the
the
kid
same
Nero?
access to premium tiers or the full benefits of zero-emission operation. Manchester-based. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot at the start of the message. It was a long one, Alphabet. I'll give you that. Like, I say, if you go electric, you got to make sure you can charge at home, and the electric charge will last you your full shift, mate. That's the best way I can say it. If you're not moaning, you're doing it wrong. That is correct, Tony. It's a very, very moaning type of job, innit? It's always has been for years. What makes Matty unmanageable? I think that describes most Scousers, to be honest.
just look at him. Look at him. Who would want to employ him?
Mark's hey, Mick's already bailed, Mark. Can't get the service these days, can you?
Where's he gone?
Don't know.
He's
Here
here.
he is.
Oh, you're
You
on mute.
muted, Mick.
You're
You're muted,
mute.
I can't hear.
Christmas presents have just arrived.
All right.
What have you got me?
Santa's come early.
Santa come early, yeah.
Santa's
What do you mean?
emptied his
What have I
sack all
got
over
you?
Mick.
I sit here every week with you. That's what I've got you.
Yeah, but you bring a sub-average performance, like £150 a day is pretty good daily average wage if you do it. Yeah, it's hard, mate. Uninstalling the app and reinstalling it, then it asks you to access GPS and all that, and one of them is motion. Don't accept motion. Mix that enough, he's getting a Valium. True. Listen, guys, we're going to call it a day because I've got loads to do and no time to do it. But thanks again for tuning in. It's actually been a very active live podcast today. Apologies for Mick's behaviour. He has been terrible today, but hopefully he'll be getting better soon. So thanks very much for tuning in. Make sure you check out all the socials, drivermatty.com and all that. Check out Mick and Mark's TikToks. Mark is a Private Eye Brooks.
Yep.
Mick, it's Scouse.
Sims.
Not giving you any clue this time. You should know it now. I told you 3 times, 4 times.
Scouse Sims, isn't it? Sim?
Scouse.
Sim.
Scouse Sims. Scouse Sims. Go check him out.
Scouse Sim Gamer.
That's it.
I stopped flexing with Mick. Xmas quiz for the next one, Matty. Possibly. We will be filming the Christmas podcast soon. Mick has promised us he's going to be wearing a Santa outfit and some tinsel nipple tassels. So
Never promised anything.
I can't wait. I've got the WhatsApp, guys. I will show you next time. Hopefully he'll show up wearing the tassels. That'd be fantastic.
I don't want to see my nips.
Have a good one, guys. It's been emotional. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks again for Mick and Mark. It's been a nice one today.
You
A
like
bit moany. Do apologise if it's come across a little bit moany, but it is the moaning time of year. And yeah, catch us on the next one. See you soon.